Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plapper. Platypus is the name, and I am going to show you the most bonkers secret class that I've found so far, which is, I guess, essentially one. But it is ridiculously powerful. So, spoiler warnings going in. I'm going to show you how to get it, where to get it, what it does, what its abilities are. So, if you wanted to discover that stuff for yourself, I recommend you leave now. I'm purposely not going to put it in the thumbnail or in the title. I'm just going to make it clickbaity and vague. But if you're still here, in 3, 2, 1, spoilers are on. We are going to be looking at how to get none other than my controller working. And after that, we are going to look at, you probably already see it, the Arcanist class. So really quick, let's go over how to get it. Then we'll talk about what it does. So skip ahead if you want to see what all it does. You can kind of read it and get an idea. We can't really get an idea, but there's a couple directions I think this class can go. So very first on the world map, you will need your own boat, which will cost 100,000 gold. This is not an early game. This is not a mid game. I would say this is borderline late game to super late game. Probably not super late game, but it is like you could get this probably surprisingly early. But you have to be able to get your boat, and then you have to get through here. You can see there used to be a whirlpool here because there was a big ass monster here. So the monster has 95,000 HP. So it's not an easy, it wasn't a hard of a fight, but it was a long fight. So you get through here and you make your way, not to this island, but right, you know what? I guess it is that island. Okay. It just looks further away, but to the Lost Isle right here. You might be able to make your way around here. I actually don't know. I didn't travel that way. That is worth experimenting. But the main thing is here, you got to get to the Lost Isle. So I'm going to spoil the puzzle for you guys and hopefully not get into any encounters on the way. But just to be safe, we're going to go ahead and I can handle the encounters here, but for the sake of a YouTube video, I don't really want to. And my party is not really set up right. I got this class and I just started experimenting with the abilities to see how they work, how they interact. So they're pretty fucking killer. So first and foremost, you're going to climb up this ladder and you are going to be presented with a maze, a big old maze. Now, you probably can already see what I'm talking about here, but there is a big old maze here. You can read this. It says, discover the true path. And you could go through, I do recommend going through this maze and picking up the items. There's quite a few good items here. But then after you're done with here, you're just going to come back here and take a sharp left and walk on an invisible path. You can see it now. I actually think it became more visible once I discovered it. Because I did not see it at all when I started. But right here, you're going to find an NPC. You just talk to them and you will unlock the Arcanist class. Now, let's go ahead and equip that to Mr. Oswald here. This class has so much crazy stuff going on. There's so many, I feel like, directions you could take it. It's the perfect thing for like a late game class because this class can go on multiple characters and fulfill different roles very easily. And there's well, let's just look at the abilities here first. All right. So skills, learn skills. First, Malice. Deal dark base damage to all foes and restore HP to allies. The more damage you deal, the more HP you restore. So this is like sucking the life out of a bunch of foes, right? It's just good AoE dark base damage. And it heals. So this ability is insane. It's just fireball, but better. It's a better fireball because it also heals. The second ability is light base damage, same ability, but it does SP instead of HP. So this is insane. You get to recover your HP, you get to recover your SP. They are expensive, but they're insanely good. And here's the thing with this. They work with both advanced magic and Alphen's wisdom. So that's insane. So they go up to the 2 or 3x casts. Very insanely powerful spells. So then you're thinking, all right, well, this is clearly going to be an Alphen class, right? It's a spellcaster, increases your spell juice, has some amazing spells. Though there's only 2 attacks in the whole class, right? The rest are insane as well, too. We have Hex. But this is where things are different, right? Extend the duration of attribute reducing effects on all foes by a turn. So if you have characters doing debuffs, you don't need to recast all the debuffs. You can just have this character extend the debuffs, extend them, extend them, extend them. So once you get like your 6 debuffs on you want, just keep them on with Hex. Very cool ability. Not the most insane that they have, but potentially. All right, this spell, I think this is the most powerful ability, so we're going to come right back to it. Seal of Inversion. Change one attribute reducing effect on yourself to an attribute raising effect. This is very, very, it's okay in the sense of bosses, but really what I like about this is, one, it's better than a Dispel, but there are specific abilities like Hikari can get this challenge ability that's like all in. It gives you like 6 negative effects. It gives an ally plus, it's like, I think it's 4 or 5, but if you fully boost this, suddenly you give it all to them and you give it all to yourself. That might be a little action heavy on the action economy in a game like this, but it's something you could do. This makes back pain potentially good. It doesn't. Don't use back pain still, but the fact that you could take the negatives and flip them into positives, I think is very powerful, and it's a great way to make certain things that seem bad really good. Seal of Immortality. Grant yourself an effect that leaves you with 1 HP when hit with an otherwise lethal attack. The effect will disappear once triggered or after 3 turns. It's okay. So after 3 turns, you basically get a guarantee you won't die. But not on multi-attacks. It's going to be one big attack. But this is the kind of thing I like. This is good if you don't have the space in your support skills for the cleric ability, and you're not always going to. So just having this on characters is very good. And you see that it grants it to yourself. We've got something for that. First, let's get to Reflective Barrier. Grant a single ally the ability to reflect 1 elemental attack. So something like this makes me think immediately things like this. Like Reflective Barrier, I'm like, all right, now if you use this on Agnia, you could give the whole party the ability to reflect many elemental attacks, right? Because this is a single ally spell, which will get diffused to everybody. The last ability here, which I know what it does, let me just switch it really quick. Equip none. There you go. And then we're gonna come back here. I forgot to switch it here because I have all the abilities on here. There we go. All right, and Seal of Eternity finally. The divine skill. Indefinitely extend the duration of a random positive status effect on a single ally. Now, how good is this? This is tough. I don't know. This is tough to say. Like, a positive status effect. So you make it permanent. I think it has to be specifically something that increases your attributes. You might be able to do it with something like a divine skill that like what's the insanely good divine skill? Like maybe this one, right? Grant a single ally the ability to act again at the end of 3 turns. This is one that I kind of want to try it with, divine skill. We'll test that one out in this video. We'll see if we could use this on a divine skill ability, if that's the only one that's on them. We'll make sure it's daytime also. So this ability, I mean, this is just really, really cool. But maybe the most powerful of all the abilities is Seal of Diffusion. Extend the reach of skills that only target the user to affect all allies for 3 turns. Now, this can go so many directions. This is the abilities that Agnia can't use to target multiple people. This character can. Not literally all of them. Things like Donate, BP still don't work. However, Rest works. You can restore your own HP and SP and cure status ailments. That's now AoE for the whole entire party. You can you could put this on specifically Particio because you pair it with a merchant, and now Rest is the AoE, HP, SP, status ailment cure every single turn for 0 SP. That is insane. You could use it to sidestep your entire party to avoid physical attacks guaranteed. You could use it to give advanced, not advanced magic. That one doesn't work, but you could use it to get Stroke of Genius, right? Grant yourself 2 attributing effects at random. Now you can grant the whole party 2 attributing effects. Or my personal favorite is with Akiri. You can get Vengeful Blade on the entire party. This is confirmed because I did it. You give the entire party the ability to counter physical attacks, and every time they counterattack, they break a shield. This is a shield breaking machine combo. Now, he can also do Stout Wall and Abide to give everyone these buffs. So it's not insane in that regard, but I think Vengeful Blade could be really good. You can also do it with Ultimate Stance. That's a little less cool, but it's very, very viable. But you also could use it with your own abilities, right? You could use it with the Seal of Inversion. You could use it with to grant yourself the immortality, right? Now everyone gets the Seal of Immortality for 3 turns. They can't die in 1 hit. Give the entire party the ability to reflect elemental attacks. Well, that's Agnia. This guy can't do that. And I don't think Agnia can do Seal of Eternity, unfortunately. But I'm going to try that one out with the other divine skill. So let's get to the support skills. Anyway, this class is fucking insane. Fucking bonkers. Support skills. SP recovery. Upon taking damage, gain an amount of SP equal to 1% of damage taken. Pretty weak. I actually am not impressed with most of the support skills. This is like fine, right? But it is a passive way to recover SP, but I don't know. I think there's just better stuff. You only have 4 slots. I would probably spend them on other more powerful things, but maybe for some really long, really drawn out fights, this is the kind of thing that'll keep you alive. Equipping character status effects do not disappear even when they become incapacitated. So this is actually really cool, right? Because if you get like attack up, speed up, whatever, and then you die, you get revived, you don't have any of it. But this will be like, hey, no matter what, when you die, you get back up with all your status effects. Is that cool? It's cool. I don't know. I'm not yet sure that it's good, but it's at least cool, you know? Price of power. Doubles the amount of SP consumed when using magic, but increases the effect of spells. Okay, so these last two are actually both really good. This one especially on if you're like, again, this is the different thing. If you're going more an Oswald approach, this is really good because he has a lot of J or SP. You don't have to worry about it that much, and you'll just recover it through different ways. Or if it's like on Particio, you don't really got to worry about it because he just heals everyone's SP so much. Plus, if you're using Blessing and we're getting SP back every turn anyway, then kind of like who cares? So it's pretty cool. Extra damage is good. Now the final one, very weird, but I think this is what gives Hikari the potential to actually use this as well. You equalize the physical and elemental attack of the equipping character to whatever value is higher, but it doesn't include attribute raised by weapons. So for example, if we go to the equips here and we get rid of Hikari, right? He has the double the amount of SP. But if we go over here to of equal might, he has an elemental attack of 238. This will bring his elemental attack up to 355. This is like just a straight up 100 extra whatever, you know, stuff. And the reason that it's not actually equalized here is because our equipment on Hikari has another 165 of physical there. But you can see when you have like this equipped, right? Now Hikari suddenly, there are times where you're getting 679 without this stuff either. Like, so it makes him able to use elemental attacks with just that thing. So this is like a red mage ability. I don't know how much I would actually use this yet, but that's a huge stat bonus. But on a character like Hikari, where he's just smacking things in the face, I don't know if I would do that or double down on stuff, but still, it's just like, these are things that really add a lot of versatility to what this build can actually do, you know, like what these characters can do. So we're going to get into easy fights. That way we're here to experiment, not to accidentally die while recording the YouTube video. All right, let's speed up combat.
Cleaning time.
We're going to get BP on everybody. You give everyone BP.
My turn.
So I'm trying to figure out if we can I don't think we could do that with this one, but so if we get like Seal of Diffusion, what does this one do? Oh no, we want a Seal of Eternity. Okay, I know what we want to do. We want to do both divine skills.
Thinking time.
Everyone calm down.
Begins, not this time.
Ready?
This is fine. Yeah, we actually get him to get to go in the right order next turn. We don't need to donate BP, just do it anyway. Make us feel good. All right, so here's what we're gonna try to do. Oh wait, do we want to do it in the other order?
But I won't hold back.
Grant a single ally the ability to act again. Okay, let's go ahead and try this.
Outbreak.
We're giving this to you. So for 3 turns, we have this of a random positive status effect. I don't think this will work, but I'm interested.
No.
Oh my God. You see that? That's permanent, man. That's permanent. He gets an extra turn every turn. He just became a boss. What happened? Can you stack it? Particio, we need you. We need you. Donate BP. Oh my god.
Thanks.
This is insane. This is like fundamentally breaking the game, right? So now you just, well, maybe it only went down to one turn. Let's. Oh my god, it's still there. It's still fucking there. All right, we got to get one of these guys dead. They're in my way. Now we could put this blessing also. Okay, so we know we could go through and do this on every character, right? But can we do it to one character more than once? No, okay. Once we do that, that is done. Perfect. Okay, we don't need to worry about that anymore. But look how insane this is.
Thanks.
Like, I know you understand how insane this is, but like, I almost don't even understand how insane it is. So he gets 2 turns every turn. We could do this to everyone. Now, is there a way to get this to do so we could do this to the whole party more efficiently? Can we make it so the... No, because this only ever targets one ally. The other one also only ever targets one ally. But it is permanent now, which is huge. And also, if we look here, okay, let's go ahead and do our seal of diffusion.
For my friends.
What I'm wondering, though, is if we do
Here I come.
this exact thing. We're just having fun now. We're having fun now. I want you guys to try this out with me. This does not matter. I was just going to show you guys that you could do Vengeful Blade, right? So the whole party gets it. And this doesn't actually go away, right? This is a number of hits. But what if we put this attribute raising effects? Okay, I was thinking maybe we could put it on, we can get a permanent end of turn buff on our boy Oswald here, and that he would be able to teach it to other people, but he doesn't get to. He doesn't get that, but you can see just how bonkers this is. Like, the potential, I'm sure there's combinations of shit that I'm not even thinking of, right? What? Did the counterattack not work? That one did. Well, now I'm curious. Did the counterattack not work?
Not this time. Prepare yourself. Not this time.
I want to see if this guy hits something if they counterattack, because I don't think Oswald counterattacked. No. All right. That's fine. Anyway, you guys see what's up here? This is insane. Go unlock this class and tell me what the most broken combinations that you could find are. I'm going to keep looking for more stuff. Guys, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff. This is a fun one to make. Very excited. It's almost 1 a.m. and I just stayed up and I was like, oh, what's this? Oh my God. It filled me with energy. Anyway, much love for Platypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you next time.